Welcome back to the Jesus Channel. I'm Josh.
And I'm Jennifer. And do we have a topic for you today that honestly I think everyone, and I mean everyone, can relate to at some point in their lives?
That's right, Jen. We're talking about something so universal, yet so isolating when you're in the thick of it. Overcoming your failures. Have you ever just looked at your life and thought, man, I've messed up too much. There's just no way God could still love me or want anything to do with me.
Oh my goodness, yes. That feeling, it's like this crushing weight, isn't it? Whether it's a moment you let anger get the best of you, or maybe it's that long, silent struggle with, addiction, or just this deep feeling of worthlessness, it can feel like unforgiveness that won't let go, or just the weight of not measuring up.
And it's so easy to believe that lie, isn't it? That failure disqualifies us from God's presence. But here's where, things get interesting, because the truth is, and this is what we really want to unpack, God's grace doesn't retreat when we fall short. In fact, it draws even closer.
Okay, wait. Closer? I mean, are we talking about like a free pass here? Because sometimes people hear grace and they think, oh, I can just, mess up all I want and it's fine. Is that what you're saying?
No, absolutely not, Jen. That's a common misconception. Grace isn't soft on sin. It's actually incredibly strong on love. Think about it. Grace is God's power to help us walk away from the very things that are slowly breaking us. Rules, they can point you in the right direction, sure, but they can't heal your heart. Lasting change? That happens when love, not fear, takes the lead.
I like that. Love, not fear. Because I think so many of us, we try harder, right? We just try to fix it ourselves out of fear of condemnation. But if we're talking about grace drawing closer, that's what the scripture means when it says where sin increased, grace increased even more. It's like super abounding, overflowing beyond what we could ever need.
Exactly. It means no matter how deep the pit, grace goes deeper. No matter how great the fall, grace is greater still. I mean, think about that teenager burdened by peer pressure, making decisions they regret, or the adult silently battling, addiction or the pain of a broken marriage.
Or maybe it's someone who just cannot get past their past. I think that's so many of us, honestly. And God sees all of it, every single moment, and his heart, it's not to condemn, but to restore. It's like when you're hiding in shame, afraid to admit the truth, the teen who thinks they've gone too far, the mom who yells in frustration and cries herself to sleep,
and the man who keeps saying this is the last time and yet, slips again. God doesn't look away from those moments. He steps into them with arms full of mercy, eyes full of compassion, and a heart, Jen, a heart ready to restore. You are not beyond hope. You are not too far gone. Grace doesn't ignore the truth of your struggle. It meets you right there and just whispers, let's start again.
Let's start again. That's powerful. So how do we begin to experience this grace, though? Because it sounds amazing, but how do you actually grab onto it?
Well, it really starts by leaning into who Jesus really is, not just who you think he is. Listening to messages that remind you of his love, not just your failures. And honestly, spending time reflecting on what he accomplished on the cross, that he paid in full for every sin, every regret, every dark corner of your story.
And then when you fall, and let's be real, we all do, don't stay stuck in the guilt. Guilt keeps you looking inward, right? It just replays the highlight reel of all your mistakes. But grace lifts your eyes. It reminds you that your identity is not your mistake. You are still deeply loved, still chosen, still covered.
Oh, absolutely. The more you receive that grace, the more strength you'll find to stand again. Freedom isn't found by shaming yourself into change. It's found by letting grace transform your heart.
That's the message of Jesus, isn't it? Your debt is paid. Your failures don't get the final word. Grace does.
And that grace, it's not just some theological concept, is it? It's a hand held out to you today, right where you are.
So, if you're listening today and you've been feeling like you're stuck or like you've just messed up too much for God to care,
Remember, you are not a failure. Grace is right there, ready to meet you, ready to lift you, and ready to whisper, let's start again.
what an incredible truth. Thanks for joining us on the Jesus Channel today.
We'll see you next time.